just different wording and just stuff like that. But I mean, ball is still ball. Just
Right.
a few adjustments with linebackers, linemen.
How about pre-snap communication in the secondary? Obviously, Malachi has been around a long time, and it's easier for a safety to communicate because he's in the middle of the field. Do you feel confident communicating too?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you just say what you see, and the whole defense knows what we preach during practices and translate to the game. I mean, they do the same stuff we practice like during our practice times and just translates to the game. So if we see some emotion, we already know what they're going to get into just based off of practice.
For a young guy like Red Morgan to be out there over the weekend, what impressed you about his game and his performance?
Just coming down wanting to hit. You know, that boy was flying down from 12 yards down, just throwing his whole body. It was all on the sidelines like, dang. Like, Red's trying to come down and really hit somebody. And, you know, Red always gets his opportunity to the ball. He always finds the ball. That's one thing about Red. He always finds the ball.
What have you seen out of some of the younger guys now that they have a game under their belt?
Yeah, they're just all, like I said, excited and just want to improve. They just ask questions every time they come to the sideline, just think what I did here, how do I do this, how do I do that, and I just give them my knowledge. And actually, we have iPads so we can see what happens now. So we just tell them what they should do and what they shouldn't do.
Yeah, Kane kind of issued a challenge to these guys that, hey, played your first game, that's nice, but now you got to raise the level.
Exactly.
What have you?
That's all he preaches, man. It's never good enough, which is honestly true. I mean, our defense is all about getting interceptions and takeaways. And I mean, we had 2, which is great, but I mean, obviously, we can get more.
Yeah.
What stuck out to you about Zabien being able to be a true freshman and get that start next year in the USF?
I mean, me and Zabien been playing together since he was, well, I was I think a sophomore, and he was 8th grade, just coming down to workouts and stuff like that. So I knew Zabien was always a baller. Like hearing his name growing up, all throughout California, and just seeing that he's going to be next man up. And he was at Mater Dei, and now he's here
Was there ever
at
a
Bama.
moment?
So
Was there ever a moment in practice with Ryan Williams that you were like, man, this dude is different? Like, there's something special about this dude.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, our whole receiving core is different, right? But Ryan showcased his talent, and we knew he was going to showcase his talent on the go balls. And I mean, if Ryan gets separation, no one's going to catch him.
Was Zabien already committed when you decided to transfer?
Yeah.
Tell me about that conversation.
I mean, obviously he came to SC, and I just knew his heart was here. He didn't want to go to SC, and he committed, and yeah, here we are, both back together.
Did you hear from a lot of people back? Did you hear from a lot of people back home when you guys were the 2 starters on Saturday?
I mean, not really, but everybody was tagging us on social media, and they kind of, yeah.
Domani, what have you seen about South Florida as far as their pace goes on offense?
I mean, they're a great team. They're tempo, and we just got to match them.
What are y'all doing to prepare for that pace?
We just tempo at practice. Like it's non-stop at practice, so that's the only way we can practice for them.
All good. Thanks, y'all.